translate. Maybe if in that.
Or maybe I use mixed language. I use part of English and the Bemba, Nyanja. Is it okay? I'll speak less of English. I'll concentrate much on maybe Nyanja and Bemba. Okay, it's in by ETG. Tulina varieties ya really. We have got two varieties, which is 601 and 401. I am a varieties. My varieties are asuma. You to watch that test. Ichintu chimocho ninga nchitako fe assure nga balimi. Our varieties are properly tested with the SCCI. The SCCI ni government institution yaba mandated or yaberwaka ubuteko ukuchekinga imbuto shonse esho tuleshitisha nesho tulelima mu Zambia. File mfika. So if we see yesu ilaba yapimwa. From the start up to the point of harvesting, processing and packaging. Yonse ama processes aya bara baba to checking our SCCI. So that to chitape film for the sake of ukufichitila. So if people na shondera ndire ndipo kumipela confidence muri city yesko atinga mwabyara city yena muzakolola kulingana bamene mwachita invest. Bambiri bamaona kwati city ni kuononga drama. City si kuononga drama. City it's an investment. It is not a share waste of money. No, I'll just plant or get some good seeds from the previous yield. Sasa kama tuamushe leto mene za shamba. Kuja nde kuononga drama. Get the well tested and certified seed from ETG. Sorry. You know, like Sasana interact with these other companies just to learn from them or to interact properly and get more information. That's the reason I interact with these guys. So, I am a seed, yes, 401 and 601 can be grown anywhere in this land. But 401, it is a early maturing variety. So, Muma areas, 401 is the best variety that you can grow. Then my areas, 601. However, even now we in 401, mungaisha ngekuja kamene imaloka mvula maningi except maybe kwa mwaidiana kodi dati mfula ile ya kuma end or kuma first paja mvula iyamba mungashange midway you harvest and you sell. Mwashana enjoy wino. Then amatawa yesu ayo twakwata kuli abo bali ma fresh maize streets. Our maize is very good for that. You can grow it as a winter maize. It is sweet and it is not very hard when it is fresh. Then, as everyone knows to say, farming is a business. So we have to secure our investment. Now, in seed business or maize production, how can we secure this business? One, if we mataba yesu, yadi got a very low lodging percentage. Ichichile pidibulat. Na ngwimfula ya isei ngisana, ayamataba tayapuna. Kwa yapuna kwa 1 or 2 bati, therefore kumichita shuwati, na nambiara mataba ya ETG. Teti yapone, nechile ngeshati yapona nichi. One, yali kwa temi, ila setting mishila deep. Ile kata wino sana mwiloba. And then 2, yali kwa tachi stem, ichikulu. Ile nga na mwichimo ya chaisa shani, yala chita with stand. Then, here number 3, yali kwa ta placement nangu itaba polisa mkuvera talibera pamulu sana libera kumunshi satsati even people who are shorter like me can easily harvest the corn, but that gives an advantage to the maize party teti pone nangu imfula nangwa chimwera chaisa shani teti pone. Then chimbecho tufure twashwa pale ya matala yesu as by ETG. When it comes kuma lwele ama diseases yali bako tolerant ayi taiba nambuyengesa amalwele shani teti be affected ngefo yambienga ba affected triumfa. Then chimbecho mfira mwalolekesha kuchakwe bati ayamataba yesu yali nangu imfula ingachepa uyo mwaka teti yawe yayonaike teti yawe production teti wele sana panchi au. I hope triumfa wazaidi ngapaliopo mrefu okuchita nachita clarify mwanjipusha imfula namna ichepa iyo ye ayamataba yesu yarachita manage kulagire gwino gwino. Then when it comes to kuma hills uku quite tuchite yo itupela per hectare 601 will give us an average of 10 tons. I know I read 12 tons 12 tons. We can achieve that 12 tons when we follow through all proper production, proper management of that field. So in there for 10 tons, it's minimum management. When you follow the minimum management, 4 bags per inch, 4 bags per mole, you can achieve 10 tons. But if you do more, like Paktampa, you even do your soil testing, but even the amount of fertilizer you need to put in your field, you can achieve even more than 12 tons. Then 401, you can achieve a maximum of 8 tons. 401, we can achieve about 8 tons. So briefly, let me talk about what we the twatch tanga today mama tala. What we the twatch tanga, therefore to quite a good yields. One, which are important sana, I know Mudi ama farmers are in Yabari Mapama, but the best and the first and most important thing is the land preparation. Land preparation yadi babuino sana. Quite a conventional way, now conservation way of farming. But it is very important to follow these rules to the latter, religiously, in other words I can say. So, chafwai kwa first mwachago what we call soil testing, mwaishiba is over the shine and how much fertilizer are you going to put in there. Here at Zamfet, we can help you to do that. You just come through, see Mr. Wow, he can help you, run you through all these things. And then we can recommend the fertilizers that you need to use to achieve your desired yields. So the other thing that you need to do, line. So I got a line, I know the other micronized line in details, but let me not talk about that. But never that if we don't become line to help plant who could send out ama nutrients over. Because ilobanga didi acidic ishinangminga become nutrients here lishani mwilova yenu. Ila plant won't get the nutrients. Then the other thing, I'm going to achieve proper and higher yields. If we don't want to crop protection. The air crop protection, my colleague will come and talk about the products that we have under crop protection. But it is very important when we talk about proper good yields yamuli maize, we need to look at first and foremost crop nutrition, crop protection, and also lolesha sana pali soil conditions. Treumfana. Kapela ukete kweli shopo stand over mic.
Maybe we take the mic there. So that this one can. Thank you.
Hello.
Yes.
In the question yanga ni families varieties zerimo kamba pali ETG
401
na 601. Varieties yano problem ina kukane ma green waves.
Okay.
Because the varieties, that especially those we early mature varieties, they find that when you grow it, you need a short time. So in case of your varieties, we the problem very green waves. Thank you. My name is Longula Franco.
Okay, Mr. Franco. Thank you very much for that question. Even Franco, mostly our farmers are facing a problem. Nature. You see, these varieties have got a period in which they should stay in the field. Right? For instance, in the one that it will mature within 90 days. Right? Ngayashita mature 90 days. Alo mwaileke lave mu field. Yari karafe for more than 90 days, maybe 200 days. Don't expect that your crop will survive nama weapons. Triumpha. So ngabani pera, that's why ngamwachabe ngama seed companies. Bala vika kwa days ya chitramo mature. That is very important when konkafi. Make sure that when it matures, give it some time to dry in the field. Immediately moment yako ana proper moisture content, remove it from the field because ngamwa ile kamudia you are inviting tuma insects kwisatise tuma grain insects twise kuchita attack ila amataba yenu. So them should encourage myself, please ngayako anishita to harvest, don't leave it in the field at yo because why and that yard were tolerant to my insects. No, it will be attacked. Make sure that it is harvested. Now in video show. Thank you, sir. Yes, ma'am.
My name is Claudia Mulene. Me, I would like to ask the germination percentage of your varieties.
Okay. Thank you very much. I hope we understand when she says germination percentage. For chapati mwasenda ama seeds ari 100. Kapashita germinate yavili. It means 2%. But 100 palanga germinate yari 20%. If we germination percentage is it's more than 98%. It's more than 98%. There are very few situations where we have less than that, and many times we reject such, when they are giving us less percentage in terms of germination, we do reject that seed. But the ones that we are putting on the market, they are more than 98%. Thank you.
Thank you, Nyondo. Let me start by quoting Mr. Duplessis. He said, a chicken or a goat do not eat the same type of food. So are our crops. Why do I quote him? You have given us what we're supposed to plant and the expectations of the yield. The first question I'll ask is this. Is there land in Zambia where when you grow something, it will never grow? That's the first question. Then two, if I did my soil analysis and then I discover whatever content it is, we have grown up with an idea of saying you buy D compound for basil, you buy urea for top dressing. How can you advise me? For instance, I come from Kapiri. My soil is sandy soil. How and what should I use? Because I know it will, my soil will not respond to these other fertilizers that I've given.
Thank you very much. I was trying to avoid talking about the crop nutrition because there is another gentleman who's going to talk about that. But briefly, let me respond to your question. And when he comes, he's going to talk in details. Your question was, is there a land in Zambia where you can grow something and it can't grow? It's a potential. Yes, you can find some places where you can grow something and it doesn't grow. There are some places. And you know, most of these crops or most of these things that are grown, they depend upon the nutrients that are found in the soil. So if that place doesn't have the nutrients, don't expect whatever you grow there to grow. If it doesn't have the nutrients, it doesn't have the water, it won't grow. If there are such situations, expect nothing from that field. Yes, maybe if you plant a seed of maize, it may grow because it has a little nutrients in that seed, but don't expect it to grow and produce what you want. Not until you add the nutrients through the fertilizers, then it will grow. And then your second question, like if you are coming from Kapiri and your soils are very sandy, you know, as ETG, we have introduced certain fertilizers which can help sandy soils, which can help a farmer even in those areas where the soils are very sandy. One of them, the top dressing fertilizer, which we normally talk about so much, is the Plus urea. It's a slow release. If you put your urea in the soil, it will release the nitrogen at a very slow rate throughout the growth period of your crop. You can also use, we have a lot of blended products here, which are made according to the soil specific, according to the soil type. For example, in soil areas, we have a fertilizer that can be used in such areas. We have also other fertilizers that can be applied. Like for the maize, we have the X compound. We also have the blended D, which is a very good fertilizer. If you go through our stand, you'll be able to see it. But let me not talk in much details. My friend who's going to come and talk about the crop nutrition will talk about those in details. But as ETG, we can help you in those areas. Just visit our office in Kapiri. They will run you through and they'll help you maybe get soil samples, which we can do the analysis and then advise the type of fertilizers that we can use. I think I will allow one.
Your time is up.
My time is up. Mr. Mahinga, just one.
Oh, there's a question.
My name is Remy Mahinga. My question, the question goes to you as ETG. You know, we have a lot of seed companies in Zambia, and you'd find that each company will come with almost the same message, like the message you've just talked about. I find it to be similar to these other companies now. What makes your seed to be unique? ETG seed, what makes your seed to be different from these others? I'm not going to mention the seed companies, but what makes your seed to be unique and what will make us as farmers to adopt your technology? Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Mahinga. Our seed is unique. Our technology seed is unique because when you use a minimum management, you can get about, like for instance, let me talk about 601. If you get other seed varieties, which we have tested, and used the minimum management, our seed was topping in terms of yields. When you use the minimum, what I mean by minimum management, that is the use of 400 or 200 kg desert dressing and 200 kg top dressing. Our seed varieties for 601 was going up to 10 times per hectare. That makes it different. So as a small scale farmer, when we don't go to the highest management levels, we use the minimum. So that's the benchmark that we used. Thank you very much. I thank you very much.
A round of applause to Mr. Senga, and hoping that we've gotten the message. I want to mention that we might not have the full presentation as we needed. So Mr. Chisenga, maybe come a bit, you can shout out your number in interest of those who may still want to talk to you after the training, because we have limited time here. So please just shout out your mobile number.
Okay, my numbers are 0969 833-407. Thank you. I wanted your attention. 0969 833-407. Can I go through again? Oh, it's okay? 0969 833-407. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Comrade Richard Chisenga, for the message. A special announcement brought to everyone who is sitting in this marquee. The inconveniences rooms are just inside here. So if you get in to your right, yeah, to your left, the first door is the gents, and the second one is for our mamas. So please, my apologies, I didn't mention this earlier on. We proceed. This time I'll call upon the representative from CDCO to come and give us a word. CDCO? Okay, he's walking into the marquee.
While he's walking, can I ask a question?
Sure.
Now you said there are some topics that are not going to be covered. So which ones are not?
No. I didn't say that some topics will not cover them. We might not exhaust everything at once. Yes, so that's the reason why I requested Richard to give out the number. Thank you, sir. You can come. Okay. So maybe before it starts, you can go ahead.
Okay. I just want to say maybe perhaps you could also share your number. You said you're an agronomist.
My number?
Yes.
Oh, even before I present anything, I'm just the master of ceremony. Yes. Don't worry, my time will come. Thank you. So let's welcome CDCO. How are we going to welcome him? Thank you. So you have 15 minutes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Good morning, farmers. Because I only hope that what the people that have gathered here are all farmers.
Yes.
I'm more interested to get something from this particular training at the end of the day. My name's Sydney Shachele. I'm the Vegetables Trials Officer and the Vegetable Agronomist for CDCO. So I'm standing here on behalf of SIDCO.
So the media is directing me that you should start here.
Okay, thank you so much. All right. We as SIDCO, we are proud of to be amongst this entire team or amongst this particular event that is happening here at ETG. We are so grateful that you have given us an opportunity to be amongst you and to share ideas with our colleagues, our farmers, in order to enhance or maybe try to share some ideas on how we can be productive in life, particularly in our farming aspects. So we as SIDCO, what we have, we are at our stand there, we've got our maize varieties that ranges from the ultra early, the early maturing, the medium, and the late maturing varieties. We also have the soybeans varieties. We also have some vegetable varieties. So I'll start with the vegetables. I would just like to be brief according to the time that I've been given. So we as SIDCO, I think we are into the maize, or let me say in short, the low crops, and the vegetable crops as well. So on the vegetable side, we have got what we call the hybrids and the OPDs as well. So on the hybrids, especially on the tomatoes, we have got two varieties, which are usually called the versatile varieties. We have got the Candela F1 and the Alhambra F1, varieties that has been tested and that can perform extremely well in different locations here in Zambia, and they are weather-friendly varieties. On the cabbages, we've got a variety. I think most of you farmers, you are so well acquainted to this variety. It is called VS209 or Vikima, which is a very good variety that has performed extremely well in Zambia. And most of you farmers who are into cabbage growing, I think you know this variety. It is a variety that has performed good uniformity in the field, and it has also exhibited some good resistance to cabbage diseases like the black rot, the cabbage yellows, and the fusarium yellows as well. Then on the peppers, we have got the red and the yellow peppers. On the yellow peppers, I've got two varieties. We've got Solano F1 and Sunshine F1. So these varieties, they are farmer-friendly varieties that can be grown in the open field and in the greenhouse as well. They are high-yielding varieties which will give you good fruits, which are in the range of 250 to 280 grams there. Then one plant is able to give you in the range of 8 to 10 vegetable fruits in the range of 250 to 280 grams there. Then for the red peppers, I've got Hercules and the red prime. Hercules and red prime varieties that can be grown in the open field and in the protected greenhouse as well. They also have the capacity to give you, an individual plant to give you fruits in the range of 8 to 10 with the same weight of 250 to 280 grams. So these varieties, they are farmer-friendly varieties, just like I mentioned the tomatoes, varieties that can be grown in the open field and the greenhouse. Then on the maize side, I'll start with the ultra early maturing variety that we have at SIDCO. I think this variety was launched probably, I think it was last year, if not mistaken. We call it an ultra early maturing variety, which usually matures at between 8 to 90 days there. It's fully matured. It reaches its physiological maturity. Then we've got another variety, which is an early maturing variety. I started with the ultra early maturing variety, which is 303. Then I'm in the early maturing variety, which is called 419. 419 is an early maturing variety, a variety which is also good for fresh maize. It usually matures at 90-95 days as well. Then on the 5 series, I've got the 513, a variety that I think most of you You know this variety. A variety which can be grown for dry maize. It is also a variety that can be grown for fresh maize. Then you have got in the 6 series, you have got the 633, the 647. These are varieties that can be grown, particularly in region 3-2 there. Then you have got the 7 series, the 719 and the 727. These are high yielding variety. I think you know that they have a capacity of giving you in the range of 12 to 14 tons per hectare. They are varieties that have adapted quite well in the Zambian soils and in most of the ecological regions. Then there is one thing that I want to mention on the 647. It's a variety which is an acid tolerant variety. When I say acid tolerant variety, I mean a variety that can tolerate acidic soils. It can usually adapt quite well in acidic soils. Then on the 7 series, there is a new variety that we have launched. It's 733. Though this time I think we have, won't have it on the market, but probably in the next season we'll have that variety. The good part with the 733 is that it has got a closed tip as compared to 719 and 727 there. So that closed tip give you, as a farmer, an assurance that you are slightly, maybe given an advantage for diseases like the diplodia there. So, in short, this is what we have in our product basket as Sitco on the part of the maize and on the maize. Oh, sorry, on the vegetables. So I'm asking you farmers, maybe you can find some time after maybe the presentations have been done, you can visit our stand there so that you can just see what we have on the maize, the soya, and the vegetables. Thank you so much, Mr. Zulu.
Wow. I might say that was on point. Thank you so much. I would like to see if there's any questions to my brother here before I let him go and take a seat. Any questions? Okay, there's a hand, so just hold on.
You have just mentioned some crops. You have left out one crop, and that is soya.
Okay, thank you so much.
Could you just...
okay. Thank you so much for that.
The farmer might have already.
Yes, maybe he's even he has idea. Maybe he wants to plant the same variety. Okay, thank you so much. For the soyas, we have got Spike and Safari. So it's just like unfortunately for today, what we have there is Spike. Spike it's a medium maturing variety. Yeah. So for both Spike and Safari, the yield potential in the range of 3 to 6 tons per hectare. Then on the Spike that we have, the advantage of Spike is the most important attributes. I'll mention 2 important attributes. Is that it doesn't easily shatter whilst in the field. Then it also has got some resistance to the leaf diseases. So what we have there is Spike, but in general, we have 2 varieties, Spike and Safari. Thank you so much.
Great. Any more questions? There's a hand behind there. Maybe after him, I will allow the last one.
For somebody to matter, my big Jana. This is the next one. Jana, we call Sangambi.
Okay.
The next one.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. That's a good question. Normally, there is one important point that we should note in tomatoes. Probably the clucking thing in tomatoes sometimes it hasn't to do with the variety itself. There are so many things that usually cause that. Probably sometimes insufficient or the calcium deficiency also leads to cracking. Then sometimes some sudden change in the irrigation pattern can also lead to what? To cracking. But all in all, what I can say that with our varieties, they have got what we call, they have got a thicker fresh. The thicker fresh determines the shelf life of the fruit itself. So like for our varieties, Candle and Alhambra, they are good varieties that are firm. That firmness assures, give us an advantage to say this variety doesn't easily get spoiled, or maybe it has got a good shelf life on the market. So the most important aspect on the tomatoes, Sade, is that the cracking thing sometimes doesn't have to do with the variety. It's the calcium deficiency and the sudden change in your irrigation pattern also lead to cracking the tomatoes. Thank you so much. I hope I've answered your question. Yes, sir. Okay. It's in the range of 110 to 140 tons per hectare. There's a question somewhere here.
Hello. Na question pali soybeans.
Okay, thank you so much.
Ma medicine timapeza kwa approach tiperenga kuti 6 chakuti nanga soybeans ere sikupe kwa approach kuti ziberenga because tawena kuti konda kuberenga berenga.
Okay. And it's important. Okay, thank you so much. The point has been taken. So we have the brochures for the soybeans. Now it's only that probably I think these guys, when they were preparing, accidentally they forgot to get some other, because we are late in fact, so that they were rushing in making some preparation. So unfortunately they forgot the soybeans brochures. But if there are anything, maybe if you want the brochures, I can have your right. Maybe we can find some time I can meet you and give you the brochures for soybeans.
My question is related to liming. I don't know whether I should ask the question now or someone come and talk about liming later on.
No. Someone is coming.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All right. A round of applause again to our brother from Cidico. Thank you so much. You can take a seat. And so, thank you so much. I want to mention something here that, you know, as farmers, I think we need to have one principle. If you want to make changes in your way of doing things, and obviously, we need to start changing ourselves. In the way we do things, in the way we plan our things, even the mindset, most importantly, we need to change our mindset. And so, I think this is the way of trying to shape up our way of doing things. I think the presentations are going in the right direction. And so, without wasting much of the time, I'll call upon the other presenter, who is no other than my brother, Mr. Sakala, from Stark Air. For those who are into vegetable production, I think this is your turn. Let's welcome Mr. Sakala. You are welcome, sir.
Good afternoon. Is it good afternoon or good morning?
It is still morning.
Still morning. Good morning. I would say good morning, class. Though I'm not teaching. I'll just remind you what we have as Starkers. Starkers is a vegetable seed company, and our headquarters are in South Africa. Here in Zambia, we are found along Mukwa Road. I think at the very end of the road, where ETG or Zambia Fertilizer was. Yeah, so you can find us there. We actually have a lot of varieties for vegetables. Like you can see here, some broccoli, cauliflower, onions. Then a lot of varieties for hybrid tomatoes, like Trinity. We call it a beast because it's something that can make your pocket to be so attractive. It's a variety that can make you go into the bank smiling, coming out smiling. Trinity. We also have varieties like Star 9037. It's another very big variety that can hammer a lot of challenges, and you'll be very happy. We have other varieties like Zandra. Zandra is a shorter variety, but a quick one. That can, I should be mixing Kazumu na Chinyanja. Yeah, in a notch part. So, tiliko na Zandra. Zandra ni variety kafupi and a quicker variety. Kuliva jama funa cha no hapa paka portion hapa nifuna nilimepo within 2 months nishte harvest then pakepo vinango. You can go for Zandra. Zandra muzaipeza within a short time maflowers 200 and you harvest, you make your money. Zandra. Then we also have varieties like processing tomatoes or varieties. We have Star 9081, Star 9080. We also have Star 9068. Actually, this one is moving too much. Those who want to make tomato paste, it's the variety to go for. It's a tomato which I saw in Southern Province, Vanashanga Pakamunda. During harvesting, farmers were chewing from the field because it is so sweet, so good for your soup. We have those tomatoes. We have a lot of varieties for onions, hybrid. Like we have Irati. We also have Mukuba. We have Mkwazi, Muzuri, and actually Muzuri is the early maturing. In Sioma somewhere there we have a farmer, a white farmer. He planted and he harvested within 2.5 months. So those are varieties that you can go for and they'll give you quick money. In terms of carrots, we have a lot of carrots, varieties of carrots, hybrids and non-hybrids. In terms of green peppers, you know others they say green pepper. Let me say peppers, sweet peppers. We have hybrid and non-hybrids. We have a new variety that has just come in. Unfortunately, I've forgotten the name, but I'll give you my number so that we can discuss more. No, it's called Jopta. It's a non-hybrid, but performing very well. We have Duki, it's a hybrid, and the red in color. We have the other one is Star 5566, it's the yellow one. And the other 4 colors that we have. For those who have magazines, I think they'll see these varieties. I'm trying to be fast. Then in terms of cabbages, typical cabbages like Kilimo. Kilimo is a big head cabbage. And it can weigh above 5 kg. Then it should be ready in the summer, like within 75 to 85 days. We also have Star 3317. It's another very good cabbage. But for Kilimo, of course, it's a variety that if you are planting in the rain season, you find challenges like black rot. So if you are planting that one in the rain season, plant on ridges so that you remove excess water. But if you don't want that challenge, you go for Star 3317. We also have Star 3311. These are big cabbages. Those who have been to Zimbabwe, they like those varieties. We also have Sapphire. It's one of the big cabbage. For those who like growing big cabbages, you can go for that. I think for now, I can set for that. Small varieties like herbs we have, rep we have, but those are the big ones that I think I can present today. And for those who want to contact me, my numbers are 0966 sorry, 0963, because I've got so many numbers. So let me give you the ones that I think I can respond quickly. 0963 012204. 0963 012204. And still others, I think you can catch me on Facebook. I think I do a lot of talking on the Facebook with my colleagues like Mr. Zulu there, Mr. Mainga, and many more. Even on WhatsApp, I'm in so many groups, we can still communicate. But on that number, please call me, we can talk anytime. Anytime. Even when I'm sleeping, just send me a text. I wake up, I'll respond. That's how serious I become when it comes to wanting to sell. Thank you very much. I don't know if there is anything.
Thank you. And so, a round of applause to our brother here. Before it goes, there might be maybe a few questions. If there are questions, yes, I can see the hand there. So obviously you need to respond to that question.
Which variety of cabbage would you recommend for a farmer this time if he wanted to plant?
I would still ask you to plant Star 9037 and Kilimo. But bear in mind, Kilimo in the rain season, it has to be on the ridges. And usually, you know how we draw Asia? It's like this, or whatever. But there is that. So where it is bending like that, it should be a ridge. Where it is doing like that, it should be a furrow. So in the dry season, make sure that your cabbage has got water. In the rain season, because of excess water, it must be on the ridges so that at least water can be removed in the future. So you can go for Star 3317, even Kilimo, no problem. It depends again with your market. Those who need the big ones, you can go for other varieties that I mentioned, like Sapphire and Star 3311.
Thank you so much. Is there any other question? Okay. So from him, we'll allow one, then we can close this.
Ndanifunsako pa mbewu ya tomato trinity. Mulinayo olokapena tikabwera kwano tipeza kulipi.
Yeah, surely tinalipe pakati hapa because of the COVID issue. But right now, iliko nyambiri ku office. Though nyambiri people are coming to buy in big numbers. I was just sharing with one of my brothers. Others today, they've made orders here 50,000. Others have gotten like 250,000. So you can see how people want to fill their back pocket. So they go into the bank smiling, coming out smiling. Sure.
The last question. I hope you got the answers. Is it okay from the behind? Thank you. The last question.
My name is Machila Sydney. My question is, which onion variety would you recommend for rain season?
Yeah, rain season, still I would come to, I would ask you, do you have storage facilities? All our onions can be planted, but do you have storage facilities? Then again, rain season, we have varieties like the ones that I mentioned, Mukuba and so on. They will take something like 3 to 4 months. So if you planted in December, you should be harvesting somewhere maybe in March or so. So if you are harvesting in the rain season, surely you need to have storage facilities. Otherwise you have a problem. So you can plant all, but make sure that you have storage facilities in the rain season. But in the dry season, no problem. Have you ever planted our varieties? Which one? You have started. Who has planted our varieties here? Like Trinity? Okay, your magazine, the first person who raised the hand, the magazine is here. In case you have already one, then we can, then I'll give someone.
So who is going to get?
The other one?
They also have it. So maybe him who is starting.
Who is starting, then give the one who is starting.
Yeah, him who is starting. Where is he? Yeah, there.
He is there, sure. Thank you very much.
Great, Mr. Sakala, thank you so much. And it's like this now.
Oh, it's like this.
There's COVID in that.
Oh!
Thank you. Thank you so much, and I need to appreciate Mr. Sakala for the nice and easy presentation. You know one thing, I'll speak as a farmer. In most cases, we have all these players on the market. But as farmers, we are looking for the best solution. Best solution for me, I'll go, whatever I'll go. That's the reason we are here. So allow me that at this time, we'll take a short break, because I know if we keep on talking without stretching our legs here, it might get boring at the end of the day. So let's go for a break at least for 5-10 minutes. So this is 12 hours exact. We are back at 12:10. So those who want to visit the stand, probably maybe wants to get 2 or 3 things. Those obviously will have a trip. We want someone who has taken care of the demo to explain to us what they've done up to this level. But obviously at 12:10, we will have a presentation from Mr. Chazia from ETG, followed by Syngenta, Mr. Remy Mainga. In that order, we can go for a break. Thank you. So there was